throughout the next 2 years raised nearly $2 million in donations. So, I mean, wow, that sounds really great. Yet, according to public records, almost half of that money never went to charity. For 18 months during that period, Softgiving did not prominently disclose on donation page details about the payments made to influencers that cut total funds raised. Only 14%. That means they took, what, 86% of all donations? That's fucking insane, man. I wonder how much of this 2.6 million these scum influencers took from charity, bro. So now we're going to be talking about potentially a scam, okay? I saw Should Logic cover this? Apparently this is relatively old drama. However, it's resurfaced recently due to this more mainstream, the Wolf Report covering it, right? So I guess some new updates have been released. I did not see this drama when it released. However, I'm very excited. This is a article by Jacob Wolf and Hunter Koch. Okay. Banger last name, I must say. And basically, we're exposing Asmondgold. Okay, it's Jover for him. 5 of Twitch's most wanted men are sitting in front of a long, wide table inside a living room of Austin, Texas home of over 8.5 hours. Asmondgold, Mizkif, ew, he covered up I'll never stop around you guys. He covered up Adriana Lee's sexual assault. Isfand, Nymph, and Rich Campbell will unbox some of the rarest Pokemon cards in the world, worth thousands of dollars, and hundreds of viewers watching will get the chance to win one of these cards if they donate to charity, that is. All the cards from these boxes are going to you guys. All the money for the giveaways is going to the Games of Love, said the most popular streamer of the bunch, Asmondgold. By the end of the 8.5 hours, the men raised over $600,000 for Games of Love, Washington State-based charity focused on game distraction therapy for mentally ill children. Before 2020, the charity had never raised more than $500,000 in a single year, according to tax records. But then, those 5 members of OTK led more than 37 influencers who ran campaigns throughout the next 2 years, raised nearly $2 million in donations. So, I mean, wow, that sounds really great. I think what this charity does, if I remember correctly, is that they basically buy video games for terminally ill children so they can play them before they die, right? Like super noble shit. Yet, according to public records, almost half of that money never went to charity. So there, you see the ice start to crack a little bit where they raised almost $600,000, but almost half of that didn't go to charity. So over $200,000 that was supposed to go to charity just never ended up being there, which is obviously fucking insane. Where did that money go? At first, the idea of an influencer team up with a charity to raise money makes sense. Celebrities often speak on behalf of charities, encouraging their fans and admirers to donate money. But as donators, fans, journalists have started to scrutinize the relationships between internet influencers and the charities they claim to support, they found questionable business practices that threaten to undermine the faith people have when clicking the donate button. If Asmondgold is guilty, the punishment should be cleaning his house. Honestly, I think the punishment for Asmond should be taking a fucking shower, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, cleaning his house and taking a fucking shower. That's what happens to Asmondgold if he's guilty of scamming. But applying deodorant one time would be the inappropriate punishment. Games for Love started to raise was anything more organic. Behind the scenes, an Atlanta-based marketing company called Softgiving played middleman between the charity and who's who of Twitch and YouTube. The likes of OTK, Ludwig, A-Drive, Just a Mix, and other influencers, big and small, and Games for Love wasn't the only beneficiary. And live stream it, exactly. In 2020 and 2021, Softgiving and those influencers raised a total of $6.2 million in donations, according to publicly available tax records. Yet $2.6 million of that, roughly 42%, went to Softgiving to cover commission and expenses, including influencer fees, those public records show, which is obviously fucking insane. Who in the hell is... Why does soft giving need $2.6 million to be the middleman between charities and influencers, right? It really doesn't make that much sense at all, right? I can understand having a middleman who takes I don't know, maybe like a 5 or 10% cut even to cover their own expenses, pay their own employees, because they're doing all the managerial work between the charity and the influencer. However, obviously 42% is a gross amount, and I wouldn't be surprised if the CEO is taking home a considerable amount of that. Also, another obvious red flag is influencer fees. Now, what does that mean? Basically, it means that some of these influencers were getting paid to promote these charities, and as we'll see here in a minute, a lot of that was not disclosed, right? Which is super fucking, it's scumfuckery is what it is. For 18 months during that period, Softing did not prominently disclose on donation page details about the payments made to influencers that cut total funds raised. So obviously, that's fucked up, especially if they're not disclosing it, right? These influencers are being paid to promote these charities. And on top of that, they're not disclosing it appropriately, which, by the way, is illegal. If you're being paid to promote something, and if you don't disclose that it's illegal, then you could go to jail, right? That's why every time you see one of those retarded gimmick accounts on Twitter, they always put #ad in the caption, right? Whenever they're promoting their porn bot or whatever. It also wasn't clear what percentage of donation was being received as a commission. I would love to see those. Influencers and charities don't seem to go well together. I agree. Big agree. Unless it's directly through YouTube. I don't think I'd ever do a charity or anything. YouTube actually does have a very good charity feature where it's literally underneath your video or whatever, and you can donate to whatever charity. That's a really good feature. And honestly, I think that's the only way I'd ever consider doing a charity thing or whatever, right? No way in hell I'd ever work with any of these sketchy ass companies that supposedly literally stole 42% of the donations. For 18 months during that period, soft giving did not Oh, sorry, I already read that. In the course of this investigation, the Jacob Wolf Report concluded that more than a dozen interviews and influencers, their agencies and managers, nonprofit industry leaders, academics, attorneys, accountants, competing bank marketing agencies, and the charities themselves who spoke on the record. We also estimated more than 250 pages of documents, including public tax returns, partnerships, contracts, and correspondence, and web archives for many streams that occurred during that 2-year period. What we learned is that soft giving was not consistently forthcoming with the public, nor the influencers it worked with. By the way, that's illegal. Every single charity has to be open with. They have to be openly in America, at least. They have to be open with their dealings or whatnot, so that people know they're not scamming. Obviously. About its expenses, how it's compensated of itself, and in several instances, it told influencers a different story than what occurred in reality. So even some influencers are getting scammed, which I feel less bad about, but still scummy nonetheless. Soft giving, which renamed itself Brandfluence. I feel every time any company or person gets exposed for being a scumfuck, literally every time they just change their name, right? It's a tactic that people have used since the beginning of time. And has it ever worked ever? Has any time ever someone changing their name alleviated any criticism? I don't think it has. Not even once. Earlier this year, declined to provide executives for interviews and canceled multiple planned meetings during the reporting of this story. Instead, it filed a lawsuit against one of the authors of this story, Jacob Wolf, on December 14th. Not sketchy at all, guys. Yeah, I'm completely in the right, but in order to respond to this criticism, I'm just going to file a lawsuit against the guy who's, alleging this. Major red flag. Prior to the publication of this piece, alleging that he had defamed the company. So he hasn't even released this piece yet. He's already somehow defamed the company, right? A letter written by the attorney representing Brandfluence demanded that we not publish this piece. So trying to basically strong arm them, is that the correct terminology? And to not publishing it. We believe in investigative journalism and our First Amendment right to freedom of the press. Based, bro. That is so fucking based. Gotta go. See you, Luna. Have a good night. Here's an inside look at how the middleman marketing company capitalized on a niche of a highly viewed yet critically deserved industry of the influencer-led charity marketing campaigns process made itself millions. Imagine running a charity for your own profit. That's like an oxymoron. A for-profit charity? What the fuck? And I guess technically this wasn't a charity, but it was like the middleman between charities and influencers, right? It's just incredibly fucking scummy behavior. I can't fucking imagine. Softgiving's pitch entering the charity industry focused on the personal story of its founder and CEO, Matt. I'm not going to try. Holy fuck. In various interviews. Oh, why are we using this? Pfalzgraf credits his charitable aspirations to his childhood, in which he says he spent time at the local Boys and Girls Club in central Iowa after graduating from the University of Iowa in 2008. Pfalzgraf ran for state office, but ultimately lost and found himself working in the payment platform industry. Is that like PayPal or something? Eventually, he quit his job to move to Atlanta after receiving investment from a venture capitalist investor in the area. He started Softgiving in 2017. In its earliest days, Softgiving worked on a roundup product for its debit cards, rounding transactions to the nearest dollar, and donating the difference to charities. According to Pfalzgraf, this company made almost no money, so eventually they focused on marketing for charities. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, that doesn't make very much money. What? What are you making? How do you even get any money from this, actually? Are you taking part of that money that's supposed to go to charities and giving it to... Actually, I don't know how any... Maybe they're taking a fee or something. I don't fucking know. Pfalzgraf have said he wanted an opportunity for charities to grow in their market share, primarily through aggressively focusing on marketing. He leaned on the ideology of professional fundraiser Dan Pallotta. 2 decades later, Pallotta started the Age Ride. God damn it. The AIDS Ride, a series of nationwide channel events that raise money for AIDS research. Let's go, AIDS. Okay, god damn it. Maybe Dark Viper should look into this. After several years, Pallotta became the subject of scrutiny in the charitable giving space because, despite the success of his events, which raised millions of dollars, much of those donations never made it to charity. By the end of the event series, the final AIDS Ride in Washington, D.C. just saw 14% of donation go to charitable causes. Only 14%. That means they took, what, 86% of all donations? That's fucking insane, man. According to National Charity Navigator, nonprofit organizations should not spend more than 10% of their revenue on fundraising expenses, including marketing. I mean, obviously, that seems like common fucking sense, right? Why would a charity spend more than 10% of the revenue it's getting from charitable causes on fucking on itself, right? Like, if I'm donating it to a charity, like if I donate like $1 to a charity, right? I think it's very reasonable to expect that 10 cents of that goes to the charities, to the charity's expenses, right? Like I'm completely fine with that. However, if it's giving like 86 of my cents is going to this like random company that I don't want to give it to, then obviously that's fucked up, and I'd be quite angry. Lucky I don't donate to charity, so I've got to worry about that. In the summer of 2021, Pfalzgraf shared a link to Pallotta's 2013 TED Talk, which clapped back at onlookers' critique of Pallotta's methods to LinkedIn. How could you possibly clap back? Bro, I actually kind of want to know. How long is this? Okay, we're not watching it. Why did this guy get a fucking TED Talk, though, bro? That's crazy. Without charities, there would be no food banks, animal shelters, free health clinics, or countless needs provided for millions of people annually. Pfalzgraf wrote this in the link to this post. So why in society do we have counterproductive moral code that puts them at a disadvantage? Probably because this is retarded. Probably because it doesn't, like, why would you just, if I'm giving money to a food bank, I would expect all that money to go to a food bank. You being the middleman and taking like a ton of fucking money from what I wanted to go to a charity is not helping anyone. It's just helping you, right? That is the issue. And I understand that, like, if you hadn't set that up, then the money wouldn't have gone. There would have been no money donated, which would have been an objectively worse outcome. However, it's still fucking scummy to do, no matter what, okay? It just, yeah. By the time Paul Scruff wrote that post, SoftGiving was already a powerhouse in the online fundraising. A business focused on two products. First, Hero, which allowed an influencer to easily set up donations page and begin running up a campaign at no cost for the charity other than industry standard transaction fees, usually low single digits adjusted by payment processors. That sounds completely reasonable. The second project was events. On that side of SoftGiving's business, the company signed some charities with exclusive contracts, where the company seemingly took over marketing according to contracts posted by several charities to the Jacob Wolf Report. In service, those marketing contracts, SoftGiving would exchange expensive Rolodex of influencers with both big and small to raise millions of dollars. In a scenario where a third party manages the funds without the charity's oversight, there's far more likelihood of misuse of profiteering. I mean, very true. I feel like anybody with half a brain cell can figure that out. The more hands money passes through, the more it's just going to get fucked with, right? Because people are greedy at the end of the day. Even if it is something like giving video games to terminally ill children, there's probably going to be some scumfuck out there who like just thinks it's their right to take it, which obviously is fucked up. I shouldn't have. I don't know why I'm even saying this. I'm being like a retard. SoftGiving shouldn't just cut out funds raised, though. In some cases, charities that signed with SoftGiving on events would agree to cover influencer fees, including some above tens of thousands of dollars. So some of these influencers were taking tens of thousands of dollars. Awesome to hear. Honestly, I don't even expect anything better from influencers these days, okay? If you're an influencer, I'm just going to automatically assume that you're taking tens of thousands of dollars from charity because it seems like everyone's doing it nowadays, okay? All the OTK guys are doing it. No, I'm just kidding. Really, we don't know who's doing this, but I'd be very interested to find out. But when the charities couldn't afford to cover these costs, SoftGiving would step in by paying the influencers and then reimbursing itself in the donation pool, according to the accounting provided by SoftGiving to certain charities and public records. Again, by the way, if you're being paid to sponsor an event, you need to make that clear, or else it's illegal. To go alongside its campaign, SoftGiving set up individual donation websites for each influencer to share. When a contributor made a donation, the money would not be sent to the charity directly, red flag. Instead, it would be sent to a Massachusetts-based tech company. Okay. Giving and its foundation, the Georgia Foundation on its end, the Giving Foundation set up donor-advised fund in the donor's name and immediately issued a tax-deductible receipt from there. The Giving Foundation split the funds, paying SoftGiving for expenses and any earned commission. Earned commission? Bro. This company seems so scummy, bro. Like, especially... Like, I can understand, like, the people who, like, organize it. Like, they need to make a living. They need a salary. But to me, the salary sounds gross in nature, especially with the amount of money they were taking. And later issued a grant from its foundation, the intended charity, in a statement to the Jacob Wolf Report. The spokesperson for Giving said the company plays no role in determining the partners' distributions. Compared to SoftGiving competitors like Tiffany and DoorDrive, both of which Twitch recommends streamers, the process of donation funds passing through another charity before making their way to the intended donation is unusual. In the scenario where okay, we already read that. CEO of Charity Games Outreach. So, I mean, I guess this guy is the CEO of another charity, like, event company, which, yeah, there could be some conflict of interest there, where maybe he is just saying this to slander, like, to beat down the competition a little bit, but even still, what he's saying is objectively correct, okay? All those other services, charities sign up and pay a monthly annual service fee to allow influencers to set up their campaigns. As part of that process, those charities authorized Tiffany and DoorDrive to access a pre-agreed upon administration fee after a donation has been received. The money is never held by a third party. Tiffany and DoorDrive simply connect the charity Stripe, PayPal, Amazon, or other payment accounts to deduct the administration fee. Okay, so, I mean, all this makes sense. Sounds very reasonable. on top of its service fees. Typically, for example, exchanges anywhere from 3.5 to 5% fee. According to CEO Mile Wattsman, according to some, total fees would be cut into the total donation, approximately 10% for most charities. Again, very reasonable. Will help put soft giving on the map when it first started pitching charities in 2019. It didn't charge anything. Instead, offering a free competition to Tiffany and Georgia. Oh my God, I can't say this. Tiftily, okay, and Donor Drive. The completely relied solely on optional tips from donors determined when they made a donation. For small charities such as Rise Above the Disorder, regaining 10% of their donations presented a big opportunity and put that money towards the mission. I'm pretty excited about the idea, said Daisy Doctor, CEO of Rise Above the Disorder, told the Jacob Wolf report. So, I mean, I guess here that's just them raising a fuck ton of money on OTK. Fewer online figures have much influence as live streamers on Twitch, which become particularly evident during the isolation of the coronavirus pandemic. I have to assume mostly because of you parasocial freaks out there. Oh my God, Miskiff and fucking Asmondgold, they're my friends. I watch them and they're like my friend. Kai Cenat is my friend because I watch him. I'm like part of their friend group, guys. If you think like that, kill yourself in Minecraft. In Minecraft, I think you should hit an iron golem. Separated from their social lives, hundreds of millions of viewers look to the Amazon-owned streaming platform for human connection, forming what may call parasocial relationships with their favorite entertainers. For charities, the 2020 pandemic saw a huge boom in fundraising online, particularly on Twitch, where live streamers raised more than $83 million for charity that year, according to a report from Forbes. Many of those streamers did not change the charities, and they used the light of Tifley to set up their own campaigns, one of them being Dr. Lupo, who raised more than $2.3 million for St. Jude's Children's Hospital in 24 hours during his annual charity stream that December. But many streamers did not provide their services for free, and donors contributed to charity campaigns. Distinguishing between which streamers got paid and which streamers didn't at the time was not exactly easy. Again, if you're getting paid to promote a charity, you should not get like credit for promoting that charity, obviously, right? Like all these streamers want to seem so fucking virtuous and like they're such fucking good people for like promoting these charities and raising all this money. Motherfucker, if you're getting paid to do a sponsorship, you're not a virtuous guy. You're just looking for a paycheck, okay? If you're really virtuous, you would just let the fucking charity keep that money. Obviously, bro, right? Pay-for-pay charitable fundraising is by no means new, but commission-based structures are often frowned upon in the charitable sector. It's not appropriate for a nonprofit to compensate a fundraising professional based on a percentage of the money raised. That's also very true, dude. Why would you take a percentage of it? That seems completely scummy. Washington-based charity network for council nonprofits writes on this website. I mean, I guess technically this would like give the influencer like motivation to raise more money, but it also just ultimately takes more money from the charity anyway, so it's counterintuitive. For about 18 months from the beginning of 2020 to 2020 to 2021, some streamers who worked with soft giving, many of them who were paid to do so, did not disclose they were being compensated. Ooh, illegal, by the way. Obviously, none of these. Let me clarify when I say legal. Obviously, none of these people are going to face any legal consequences. Most likely, they're all just going to get away scot-free. However, it is just interesting to note that these people like are not disclosing that they're doing ads, right? And I hope they get in legal trouble. Honestly, if they're doing this. Like maybe like a fine or something. They fucking deserve that. Not that it'll do them any harm. I hope their reputation gets ruined by it, right? Donation pages built by the Atlanta-based marketing agency did not contain prominently displayed disclosures outlining that soft giving paid influencers, or that in some cases it took a commission, according to Web Archives. I wonder if we can look at this. I guess not. It's not going to load. Too much dead air. We need to move on. Over those 2 years, soft giving created campaigns raised more than $2.6 million for charities, according to Giving's 2020 and 2021 990 tax forms. Soft giving compensated itself with roughly $2.6 million in donations, or approximately 42% of the money raised. According to public tax records, the public declined to comment on how much that went to its bottom line versus how many of it went to the influencers when asked. Jesus, bro. That's a really good question. I wonder how much of this 2.6 million these scumfuck influencers fucking took from charity, bro. I would fucking love to know. And honestly, I don't think you're even like a bad person for if you want to take if you want to take like money from a charity for you to promote their stuff, that's completely fine. However, you have to make that abundantly clear that you're being paid to do this, and then you can't act virtuous about it later, right? Like if you're promoting a charity, it's just like and you get paid to do it. It's literally just like any other sponsorship, okay? And you need to make that abundantly clear. The story was reported and edited over 2.5 years ago by independent investigative journalists. If you want to support the work we do, subscribe to us. Okay. Following a 2020 scandal involving former Twitch, okay, I don't know who that is, manager Harry Redknapp and the U.S. security Caitlyn Jenner. Oh, it's celebrity. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you right now. Were neither disclosed a charity they promoted and had paid them to do so. Oh, Caitlyn Jenner, buddy, it's over for you. So, a British news organization, Channel 4, poured more than, oh my god, 2,100 adults about their views on nonprofits and their relationship with celebrities. 7 in 10 responded they would be off-put if they were aware celebrities taking a fee and fundraise. 5 saying, so I mean, obviously. I feel like it's very normal to be off-put if you found out that a charity was giving so much of its money to celebrities who are already like multimillionaires. Like, why do you feel inclined as a celebrity to take this fee, right? Just like, why can't you do anything good ever? Okay, why can internet celebrities, and I guess traditional celebrities too, not do anything good ever? It's just they always suck. Softgiving's pitch to charity partners was enticing, offering high-profile influencers who would otherwise be unlikely to work with Softgiving's prospective clients. It made certain charities like Games for Love near overnight powerhouses. In just 3 charity streams in 2020, popular Pokemon drama channel A Drive raised $388,000 for the nonprofit, according to press releases and his stream archives. Another stream in which Ludwig organized a last-minute online Super Smash Bros. Melee tournament in response to Nintendo forcing the tournament organizer to cancel its event, raised more than $261,000. Ludwig announced at the end of the event. So obviously, a lot of people are getting this money, but again, a lot of it's being taken, which is scummy. In the span of just 3 events, Games for Love had more than quintuple donations raised in the past year or every month prior to this history, yet public records show it received just a fraction of that money. All U.S. charities are required to publicize their tax records. Tax records for the Giving Foundation, which Softgiving used as a pass-through to manage donations, showed that Games for Love received a grant of just $180,000 in 2020. That's insane. Is that both these combined? No fucking way. What? Is that just like A Drive or just Ludwig, or is that both of those combined? If that's both those combined, that's fucking crazy. Can we do some quick math on that? Calculator. Okay, so we have fucking 200. Okay, 188. Wait, where did I say? 388 plus 261. Okay, 388 plus 261. Oh my god. Divided by 100. Okay, divided by 180. Dude, I'm retarded, actually. Hold on. I think I did. Oh, yeah, I totally fucking did this wrong. Okay. 180 divided by. God damn it, dude. Okay, you guys are seeing how fucking shit I am at math in real time right now. 388, 261. 261. There we go. Okay, I'm not retarded. That's just 27%. If this number is from these two combined, they just received 27.7%. Dude, that's fucking unacceptable, bro. That is unacceptable. What the fuck? If you say you're donating, if you say you're donating $1, but 50 cents of it is going to keep the lights on of the organization or keep the streamer's pockets, that's where you start getting an icky feeling of this is getting a little out of control. True. We reached in September 2021, Games for Love's CEO Nathan Blair declined to disclose specifics related to soft giving. Citing NDA agreements he claimed to have with both giving, they've really done a great job, everything that we've done with them. Blair said giving through a spokesman emphatically denied signing a non-disclosure agreement with Games for Love or any other charity as partners worked with. So, more lying. Great. Okay, obviously, I don't know if they're lying. It's he said, she said. But I wouldn't be surprised if they were lying. Okay, let's be honest here. Is anyone going to be surprised if they find out this company is lying about this? No. Ludwig, for his part, told the Jacob Wolf Report that soft giving wasn't exactly clear about how his agreement with Games for Love worked. Another influencer worked with soft giving campaign in 2020 and 2021 spoke in the condition of anonymity that said that soft giving told him it didn't take a cut, including repay itself for its fee. He understood soft giving lack of a cut to be kind of an donation from the marketing agency. Ryan Morrison of Evolved Talent. Is it Parking Tigers? No. Who represented XQC and Sisters. I don't fucking know. I don't know who that is. And previously represented Austin Shaw, all of whom raised charities with soft giving in 2020 and 2021, said that he wasn't told how the company compensated itself or the influencers who weren't aware of how the information at the time. Morrison sold the Jacob Wolf Report in 2021. Now that we are not working with soft giving anymore. So, I mean, honestly, they could be telling the truth. They could be lying. I wouldn't put it past any of these guys to just be protecting their own asses and be like, oh, I didn't know, wink, wink, even though they totally did know and they were. But, obviously, that's a speculation. I have no way of knowing that for sure. Many of the charities on that list bring in significant revenue outside of gaming, including CARE. Oh my God. The Make-A-Wish Foundation, the American Cancer Society, the Boot Campaign, but others much smaller, such as the Trans Empowerment Act, Rise Above Disorder, and Women in Games International. What the fuck does Women in Games International even do? Give video games to women? The fuck? They can buy their own fucking games, okay? They're allowed to have jobs now. They probably do something really important. I'm being a total fucking dickhead about it. In a series of conversations from 2019 through 2022, Soft Giving offered one small charity, Stack Up, which benefits active duty military and veterans, commission-based deals that would split donations after the expenses transaction fees, according to emails and messages provided by Jacob Report by nonprofit CEO Stephen Machuga. Machuga. That's actually a cool last name. The first deal for Stack Up offered in 2020 split donations 80-20, with 80% going to the charity, Machuga said. The second presented in April 2021, the split next proceeds 50-50. So, 80-20 is already kind of a lot. I don't know, if you have a big operation going, I guess I can kind of understand 20. It's still quite a bit, but 50-50 already is unacceptable. If 50% of my money that I'm supposed to be donating to someone is going to your stupid fucking company, I don't want to donate, okay? The third, presented in 2022, also offered the 50-50 split again. Stack Up did not agree to any of these deals. Good for them. Machuga said that with each passing year, the promised percentage of proceeds that would Soft Giving would charge the service would continue to increase. If you say you're donating $1, okay, we already read that. He said, uh-oh. Hasan is here. Dude, okay. I'm pretty sure Hasan didn't. We don't know if Hasan received money from these charities, but oh my God, I hope he did. Oh my fucking God, I hope he did. To be 100% clear, we don't know, and we probably will never know, but oh my God, I hope to God it comes out that Hasan, for some fucking reason, took money from these charities. It would be so fucking funny. In February 2023, Soft Gaming received its most publicity to date following devastating earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. One of Twitch's most watched streamers, Hasan Piker, was determined to raise money for disaster victims. Born in the U.S. to Turkish parents, but later raised in Istanbul, Piker covered the news of the earthquakes on February 6. One day later, Piker and Soft Giving teamed up to launch a campaign to benefit care. Donations quickly rushed in. About halfway through Piker's 8.5-hour stream on February 7th, things took a turn. On Twitter, Joshua Becken, a former Tiffy software engineer, leaked a seemingly templated version of Soft Giving's commission-based contract, which matched the contract that Malchuga provided the Ralph report in 2022. The document showed that Soft Giving proposed to receive 50% of donation after reimbursement to the express transaction fees. 50% is just so fucking ridiculous, man. I can't believe that. Who's signing this? Like, okay, in fairness, I realize that a lot of these big streamers have, like, managers, like, managing this stuff, and they're probably, like, very uninvolved. But, bro, if, like, why would the manager even be okay with this, bro? Like, I would have some serious moral qualms about 50% of people's donations going to this company, especially if I'm not telling them about it, bro. By the way, I'm not alleging that Hasan is doing this, okay? I just think it'd be really funny if he was. Those on Twitter and Piker's chat became livid as Piker grew more and more confused by what Beckett had to say. This makes me so frustrated that I donated to Hasan's campaign. One donor, Joe Laundry, wrote on Twitter in response to what a corrupt, dishonest practice. Is this a clip we have here?
Like, payment that I'm getting here.
Oh my God.
Do you get to make this a tax deduct, like, payment that I'm getting here? Okay. For people who are wondering, do you get to make this a tax deductible donation on your name? No, because I don't touch the money. It doesn't come to me in any capacity whatsoever. I am simply the facilitator. Okay, this is not the only tax deductible donation for me is the donation that I make out of my pocket. So far, $25,000. Okay.
I mean, that's fair, honestly. I don't see any problem with that. Because, like, I understand being a big streamer, you're very busy, you want to outsource some of this stuff so you don't have to touch the money. You just want somebody to handle it for you. And I think it is very possible, honestly, that he didn't know, or he's just like a retard, right? Like, social media quickly turned on Piker. Some allege that Piker took the money himself. Others called him a hypocrite. Another influencer, IShowSpeed, who donated $8,000 to Piker's earthquake relief campaign prior to Belkin's reveal, called the stream a scam on his stream and went back on the pledge to donate another $5,000 to the cause. The backlash further enraged Piker. Uh-oh.
Then I'll never forgive him for it. But then you can still see what he's doing right now and be like, okay.
He's so fucking... There's just something so fucking funny about Hasan being mad, bro. I can't.
Dude, I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong in this situation. I haven't done anything wrong in the past other than fucking buying a house where my mom can come and live with me. I bought a nice car that is well within my wealth.
Hasan does not understand he probably understands the criticism he gets. He just fucking misrepresents it intentionally, okay? Nobody is actually mad that Hasan bought a car. The actual criticism is that Hasan, his whole ideology is being a socialist and living humbly, right? But however, he promotes that through like showing off his new car, doing a house tour, showing off his immeasurable wealth, being like the biggest fucking capitalist ever. Okay, if you actually wanted to promote being a socialist and living humbly and redistributing wealth, then you just wouldn't show off your wealth so much, right? Showing off your wealth is a very capitalistic thing. Like, you can have these nice things, just fucking keep them to yourself. It's not that hard. Be humble for once in your fucking life.
I guess I don't hide how much money I make. I don't do any of that. I
all these fucking puppy dog hearts, bro. Wow.
Yeah, these people are so fucking desperate to vilify me that they like even when I'm trying to raise money, for a cause actively, they like go and harm the fundraising efforts. Like there are literally fucking people under rubble right now. Okay? There are people that are currently trying to survive under rubble. They might not make it.
Dude. Someone should just splice this clip with the America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it, you know? That clip, dude, like, the contrast is so crazy. When bad thing happens to it's a fucking Turkish person, dude, they're under rubble right now, man. It's so fucked up. When bad thing happens to America, you fucking deserved it, bro. Take the L, man. You deserved it. Like, the contrast is just fucking immaculate, bro. I'll say that.
Over the course of the next 24 hours, and instead of turning around and being like, yeah, maybe this time we should just let it go. We should just let Hasan do his thing. They went and actively undermined IShowSpeed and stopped him from donating $50,000. He was like, I'm going to donate $50,000 to this. It's fine. Like, I don't care. We've raised a lot of money. I will donate more money as well. It ultimately doesn't matter. Okay. But like, it's so crazy that like, this is how far motherfuckers go. They stopped him from donating $50,000. They said it was a scam. And worst of all, hundreds of thousands of people who are watching him probably think this is a fucking scam. They just lied and said, I'm...
All right, so he's just having a hissy fit there. Oh, okay, yeah, we're right here. Sorry, I lost my fucking spot in the article. Social media... Okay, no, we're not right there. Fuck. In the next 3 days, Piker raised more than $1 million for care. His manager, David... Why do all these people have, like, fucked up names? Of Night Media, told the Jacob Wolf report that Soft Giving provided him receipts showing that 100% of the funds, minus normal transaction fees, were donated to care, but it's unclear the sort of relationship Soft Giving held with care. So actually, it looks like Hasan really did do the good thing in this situation. His manager was able to get was able to make it so that this, like, scumfuck money did not receive any money, right? Scumfuck company did not receive any money. So this is actually kind of a Hasan W, I'm not going to lie, if that is true. But after the incident, Soft Giving's reputation faltered. That's so weird. Like, the one instance where they actually did give the majority of the money to the correct place, their reputation falls, really? I would have thought it would have been them only giving like 42% of the money away, but that's just me. Publicly, Soft Giving did not respond for 2 days. Internally, it saw the resignation of Brandon Stennis, who for almost 2 years served as face of the company and a liaison to many influencers. Stennis later said on Twitter he wasn't familiar with the business operations and his relationship with charities. He didn't feel comfortable working there after Balin's leak. This makes me so frustrated during Hasan's campaign. When a corrupting dishonest practice, definitely won't be making that mistake again, Joe Laundry. Why are they showing these? We read that like forever ago. Why is it all the way down here? I feel like they're just putting that shit in randomly, bro. On February 9th, Soft Giving responded with a series of statements on Twitter. Okay, I really don't want to read all this. I'm sure they're going to cover it in the article. It said the leaked contract wasn't for a current partner who... Okay, you still offered that contract. It also said that 6% of the charities it worked with had an upfront fee for its services. 82% said it paid nothing at all, and just 2% worked with on a commission-based structure. Even if that is true, obviously those 2% were like your highest fucking clients, right? Because how can you make all this? Like, how can you make? I don't remember the exact. Like, how could only 42% of your total earnings go to charity if it's only 2% of the people you're working with go to? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. On commission-based campaigns, the company said it raised just shy of $150,000 from 2022 to February 2023. With its take-home accounting, just 10%, 18% went to streamers. 18% went to streamers. Wow. That's crazy, bro. It like the recommended percent of of earnings from like charities to like for it to keep to itself is 10. And streamers are taking almost double that, bro. I don't know what we expected. And in most cases they aren't even disclosing that they're being paid to do it. It's fucking scummy as hell. And 14 went to prize giveaways, it said. Charities involved with commission-based campaigns took home 58% of those donations. His campaign said were never profitable. Soft giving statements didn't, however, address 2020 or 2021. It's not looking good for soft giving, guys. I think we're feeling a little Jover. Oh, sorry. Fucking legs are dying, bro. Earlier that year, Soft Giving signed a contract with a small esports team, the Pittsburgh Knights, which Khalifa co-owned. Mia Khalifa? Wait, fuck. I don't think that's Mia Khalifa. I don't know what Khalifa this is. The Knights committed to raise $810,000 over 3 events for its services. Soft Giving agreed to compensate the Knights like half of that. Jesus fucking Christ. What the hell? Why? The first of those events featured Khalifa on his entourage, as well as the XQC and the Austin show. The 9-hour stream saw Khalifa, XQC, Austin show stream a number of games like NBA 2K, Call of Duty Warzone, and others, amused more than 220,000 views, but raised just shy of 61,000. Oof! Well below its $27,000. It was a nightmare. Rise above the disorder, CEO Ducon told the Jacob Wolf report. In the ensuing month, Doctrine found himself in the middle of a legal dispute between Soft Giving and the Knights, both seeking bringing them their side of the dispute. I mean, they have all this fucking money, bro. Why are they not, like, obviously they're taking all this fucking money. Why are they not just give them some of the extra cash flow you got, buddy? Can't keep it all. In accounting, Soft Giving later gave to Doctrine, who the fuck? God damn it. I keep forgetting who these people are. Which he provided a copy of the Jacob Wolf report. Soft Giving withheld more than $46,000 in the precedes to prior with the Khalifa event to cover cost. Then the event underperformed. By the end of it, Khalifa event cost more than it raised, cutting more than $12,000 into Rise Against the 100 disorder running balance. And giving from other events through the year, Rise Month Disorder raised $276,000 through Soft Giving, according to the international Soft Giving tracking platform that Dawkins showed the Jacob Wolf report. This charity only received a little more than $100,000 from giving up payments, according to Giovanna's tax records. Docton said that $170,000 shortfall donated to his nonprofit. That kind of money was substantial loss, and it wasn't for some very quick pivoting. Sorry, fuck. We definitely would have collapsed, he said. I think it would have been better if you had fucking collapsed, buddy. I'm just being honest. This company seems so fucking sketchy. So many red flags and like complete scumbags, dude. I'm very happy this investigation came out. The rise above the disorder situation quickly proliferated really small, tight-knit influencer fundraising community. Once Twitch leaderships became aware of the situation, the company blacklisted Soft Giving events from its front page of its site, According to multiple sources familiar with the international convention at the time, a recent comment late in 2021, Twitch declined to speak specifically on Soft Giving, but linked to a page support site that made recommendations to streamers of which platforms they shoot for charity streams. At the time, that page included Tiltify and Donor Drive, but did not include Soft Giving. Damn. Very passive aggressive. After one of the reporters for this piece wrote a story about Soft Giving's lawsuit against the Knight in May 2021, Soft Giving sent Rise above the disorder a cease and desist letter alleging Docton may be defaming the company for a future story. Damn. This letter provided, it seems like they have a they have like a pattern of behavior where they like try and strong arm controversy and like get ahead of it before it even comes out by like intimidating people behind the scenes. But Lucky for us, it hasn't worked out, and the people writing this article are incredibly fucking based, and they believe in the First Amendment, so, W. This letter provided merely as a prospective step because soft giving holds its reputation at a high bar. The letter wrote by Richmond, VA base attorney Jacob Tingen of Tingen Williams with regards to any of the defamatory statements that may be published about soft giving, especially with regards to how funds are raised for charity in the online fundraising industry. Soft giving will defend itself and its interest and the interest of the charity partners to the fullest extent of the law. Yay. What's up, Nintendo Mail? If the RAD board is aware of any potentially defamatory statements that have been made to members of the press, we demand that you cease and desist all such activities and that any such statements be retracted immediately. Today, soft giving is known as brand influence. It rebranded in March after Belkin's leak, though it says in December 14th lawsuit that it planned to rebrand prior to that incident. Yeah, sure. After this huge controversy we happened to rebrand, guys. It had nothing to do with it. We were planning to rebrand, guys, way before that. Totally. You got to believe us. Not much for Nintendo Mail. We're just covering this fucking insanity right now. Brand influence still works for charities and influencers, including Games for Love and the OTK team. So even after all this came out, of course, fucking OTK, the sweepers they are, continue to fucking work with a scumfuck ass company. I don't know what else I expected, dude. I hate OTK, and I'm very open about that. OTK fucking sucks. All their top streamers suck. They're just a very shitty organization. I don't understand why anybody fucking watches / supports them. In April, OTK held a weightlifting stream based, raising more than $140,000 for Games for Love, soft giving. The influencers and charity did not publicize how donations are broken down. Through disclosure is now affixed to the donation page. Soft giving, via its attorney, says no longer holds performance-based contracts with any nonprofits. OTK, for its part, did not respond to requests to comment on the story, of course. I need my juice, my energy juice. The lawsuit Brand Influence filed on December 14th alleges a conspiracy among one of the authors of this piece, Jacob Wolf, and 4 others, Alyssa Sweetman, who spearheaded Twitch's relationship with charities during her nearly 5 years there. The compelling fundraising platform Tiltify, as its CEO Michael Wasserman, and Belkin, the former software engineer. The lawsuit alleges that tweets and statements made by Sweetman. What are these fucking names? Sweetman? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Belkin and Wasserman over the past year have caused Brand Influence to lose 745 partners. I mean, they're literally just reporting on factual things that you did, and based on those factual things you did, 700 plus, almost 750 people decided to not work with you anymore. That should say something in it, that of itself, right? The individual defendants alleged in this published statements designated to intentionally defame Brand Influence for purposes of interfering with its business relationships, engaging in unfair competition, and engaging in deceptive and unfair trade practices, the company said in its suit filed on December 14th. The Sweetman and Wasserman went on the record for the story, but neither were given access to other sources interviewed in the story. Documents relied upon its investigation or pre-publication copy of the story. Neither author of the story has ever met Belkin nor contacted for the story. Okay. Oh, I did not realize this was a link. Why? Fuck are we? Okay. I just wanted to look at this photo. I didn't. Okay. Never mind. In an email sent to, it's very hard for me to read this. CharityNet, giveaway, streamer. So I guess 8% went to the streamers. 9% was given away. And streaming gross profit was, or soft giving was 6%. 10% is crazy, bro. Holy fuck. Streamer, and 18% goes to the streamers, bro? Really? Half these fucking streamers could retire today. And, could retire today and be completely fine. Why do they need 8% or 18% of everyone's fucking donations? What the fuck? It's fucking ridiculous. Soft giving gross profit 10%. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. In an email sent to the April Forum Friday, the attorney representing Soft Giving in the suit, Larry Kunin of Morris, Manning, and Martin, said Soft Giving's fundraising efforts aren't abnormal. Are you sure, buddy? They aren't abnormal. At the very least, they're abnormal. At the very worst, they're fucking deceptive and scummy and shitty, right? You should be in jail. Paying to obtain influencers is simply another marketing strategy, a successful one for charities. If you're doing that, then you need to make it clear that that's what's happening. I think that's a very big part of the issue. Your statement implies that paying for services to raise money is improper when it's not. It's not improper, but what makes it improper is you're not disclosing that you're paying these streamers to promote your charity. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation right there. Paid fundraising work is not new. Many experts and third parties interviewed for this piece said how Soft Giving structured those relationships unusual, and lack of prominent detailed disclosure to the donor is problematic. True. Most charities pay marketing companies like Soft Giving directly for their services rather than through donations, meaning on public tax return, those fees show up as professional fundraising expense. Those expenses are usually used by third parties like Charity Navigator and Charity Watch to accurately grade the charity on how effectively it uses its donations for its mission. But on Gates for Love tax returns, there aren't any fundraising expenses, despite millions of dollars in donations being lost to Soft Giving for giving as returns. I mean, that doesn't sound legal, right? They're using like this legal loophole to avoid these expenses showing up on their tax returns. That sounds fucking insane, right? Like, no fucking way. But on Games for Love's For Wingle, the game's outreach CEO, the disparity present is an issue of public trust. It's likely to breach trust with donors, and strikes me as a situation where funds could be misappropriated, he said. At least demonstrates a lack of transparency, in my view, is misleading. Based. Scholars agree. This is both an old story and a new story, said Hitoshi Mayer, law professor at Notre Dame, who has spent a life focused on nonprofit law. Mayer said that for decades, professional fundraisers have pitched nonprofits on free money, where the fundraiser does all the work for high cost, and then even the net proceeds, just a small portion of their donations, it's money that the nonprofit otherwise wouldn't be able to raise. Brand Influence's donation pages now contain disclosure that says it may be compensated and that it may compensate the streamers depending on each agreement with the charity, but it does not specify how much. The public still have questions about where the donations go. People should know, oh my god, before they donate, what percentage of each dollar goes to OTK, Soft Giving, and the charity itself. Very true, dude. Reddit user, okay, fuck. Just gave credit to a Reddit user, dude. Fuck! Wrote a thread about the OTK stream. I wonder if, is that still alive? Damn. Archive. I know fucking, this subreddit loves to fucking take down posts all the time, dude. So I would not be surprised if it, I mean, I predicted it was going to be deleted. I would not be surprised if it gets deleted at some point in the future. If you're mean to OTK at all on that subreddit, then it just gets fucking banned. Go, Chud Logic has tons of fucking good coverage of this on his channel. There's just countless examples of it. There's no excuse to be transparent ahead of time. It's slimy and leaves everything in the dark. All right, so I guess that's all we had there. Now we have Asmondgold's response to all of this. So, I mean, like, let's give that a watch right here.
There's been a lot of people that have been upset. A lot of people have been mad at me recently. A lot of people getting pissed off because of what I've been saying about that that localizer translation shit. People have been trying.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think this is a... this is more of a general response. And then he gets sent the article at some point during this clip.
Trying to insult me, get mad.
I have a vagina. Deal with it.
I could beat this balding stink bag up and leave him in a ditch. Same goes for his entire sub.
Holy God.
I can just hear their frail, weak bodies. I hope when Asmondgold wakes up the next day, he has a horrible...
Why the fuck does Asmondgold care about this? He's like a multimillionaire. Why would he care about like these like random unhinged comments? Like these are funny, dude. You're making me laugh right now. Okay, I'm not feeling bad for you at all. Like I said, if Asmondgold wanted to, he could fucking log off tomorrow and still be a millionaire and still be big ballin' with hella bitches, okay? You think I care that he got a couple mean comments and he chose to read them out on a stream to make himself look like the victim? No, I don't give a flying fuck.
Sickness that renders him unable to use social media and communicate properly. If it doesn't happen, hopefully in the day after that.
That's mean.
But he deserves it.
True.
Also notice how the mods deleted the first comment but kept the rest. How lovely.
Asmondgold is one of the few human beings I could, if I knew where he lived, just murder with
Jesus
no brutality
Christ,
whatsoever.
why are you
he doesn't
reading
pick a
this?
nerve that makes me
You're
super
just giving
mad,
these
but he
fucking
annoys
freaks
me
attention, bro.
enough that I wish he were dead, and that's it.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You need help.
Are you telling me you never wished someone was dead? Well, who gives a shit? Am I gonna sit here and try to defend myself and explain it to people? No, there's no reason to. I don't go out of my way to actively shut this stuff down because any reasonable person that looks into it will see the truth of it. There's no reason for me to be like, oh, well, I've got to prove it to them and make sure, because here's the truth, right? The people that try to accuse me of doing this kind of stuff have already made up their mind that I'm a piece of shit. So I'm never going to be able to just explain to them why I'm not a piece of shit and them to be like,
I know.
Of course I was wrong all along.
I don't know. I think maybe I misunderstood what that was, but I thought he got at some point. I thought he got sent the what the fuck, dude? Okay, awesome. I thought he got sent the article itself, and that was kind of his response. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the OTK soft giving stuff. Obviously, this company is very scumfuckery. I would love to know which influencers... Oh, sorry, I did not mean to show the docket for tonight. Whoopsies. Obviously, a lot of these influencers are scumfucks. And yeah, I really hope that gets revealed at some point in the future because the public deserves to know what streamers are taking from charities. Obviously.